Ve'ahavta et Adoshem Elohecha.
Rabbi Kathy Nemiroff has always followed her passion, which is Judaism.
I didn't set out to be the first female rabbi in South Dakota. It was sort of after the fact that we discovered that I am. And I feel like it's an honor. And to some extent, it's a responsibility to represent egalitarian Judaism.
Now we in turn come into this sanctuary.
There weren't many trailblazers before her for inspiration, but Rabbi Nemiroff made her own way.
Previously, women did not have a leadership role in the synagogue. And it was in 1972, I believe, that the first woman was ordained as a rabbi.
Strengthen the bonds of friendship and
It's taken a while to catch up.
among all the inhabitants of every land.
From the time I was in college, if not before, I was extremely interested in Judaism and in doing something Jewish.
They are reminders to
But at that time, I didn't know that the first woman rabbi was actually studying to become a rabbi. At that time, the doors seemed closed, so I didn't even pursue the possibility.
for the awareness of soul, our light within.
And I guess I waited until the opportunity presented itself, and I was a lay leader in a relatively new congregation in the Twin Cities. Just the floodgates opened.
Through happenstance, Mount Zion Temple of Sioux Falls decided to hire a woman rabbi to lead services and holidays on a monthly basis.
Those who came before us gave everything.
Mount Zion did not set out to hire a woman rabbi. We set out to hire an ordained rabbi who would work with us, a Reform Jewish congregation.
We pray for love to encompass us.
On a part-time basis, which is what she's doing. And as things fell into place, we had the good fortune of finding Rabbi Nemiroff.
With a relatively small congregation, Mount Zion recently celebrated their 100th anniversary.
She brings a level of authority of the Jewish experience with us that we haven't had in the past. And being able to see a female leading us in services, it reflects the community who we are.
The scroll itself does not have any vowel markings.
The response so far has been positive.
We feel very lucky that things have worked out, that we found each other.
It's really important for my son, being 8 years old, to be able to see a woman have that leadership and that responsibility to provide the direction of our community.
God addressed me a letter.
I want to teach my son that women can do just as everything that men do.
Being an inspiration to those who may also want to pursue dreams out of the traditional norm, Rabbi Nemiroff doesn't take her achievements lightly.
It's when I saw women becoming rabbis that something that had been in the back of my mind for a long time became possible. And of course, there are more women ordained rabbis now.
Atagibor leolam adoshem.
If I can be an inspiration to younger girls or to anybody really who's on the margins,
Olam shecha uvchol me'odecha.
people who want to do something non-traditional, I think that's fantastic.
Within these walls, we sit surrounded by
Overall, she values teaching the congregation, leading and connecting with the community the most.
I love what I'm doing. I love the work of a rabbi. I love Jewish community. And that was really part of my entering into this field, was a love of community.
in the brightness of Shabbat.